companies are going to Snowflake is like Snowflake totally the architecture is, as I mentioned, multi-cluster shared data architecture, and the data is stored in S3 and allowing multiple EC2 instances to maintain your environment. And data types is also one of the main reason why companies are going to Snowflake, because Snowflake is allowing to ingest the data of any of these file formats: CSV, JSON, XML, Parquet, Avro, ORC, all these 6 file formats are allowed to load into Snowflake environment. Most of the big data environments you see, you will only find only the 6 types. Every client nowadays are sending in any of these formats, either JSON or Parquet or XML. So 90% you will find Parquet even in Snowflake. Even we are using Parquet only. So Parquet is a file format like CSV. How we load the data in the form of like rows and columns. So Parquet is a compressed format. So most of the big data environments, you will find this Parquet format. And the third feature is like scalability. So scalability means we will decouple compute and storage here. So compute is nothing but virtual warehouses, and storage is nothing but how we are storing the data in S3 bucket or blob storage or Google Cloud storage in Snowflake environment. So since both are decoupled, we can easily scale up and scale down. I can easily add additional storage or easily add additional like clusters to my warehouse. So scalability is one of the important feature, and I can even resize the warehouse size. Assume that I started my warehouse with three cluster, and suddenly I got to know that I need additional clusters, so I can immediately go and resize it. I do not even need to stop anything in Snowflake. Usually, if you go to any database, right, Oracle or SQL Server, whenever you want to upgrade the storage or the compute, you need to stop the entire environment, and you definitely need to experience some downtime. But here in Snowflake, you do not even need to worry, no downtime at all. I can add additional clusters or additional storage. I can upgrade without any downtime. And concurrency wise, you can run multiple users can access the data parallelly, and they can even go and utilize the resources parallelly and concurrently, and administration is zero, as I mentioned earlier. The DBA team can totally will be free, and they can focus on other activities because no need of any administration and no IT involvement is required, and developers can take care of this administration as well. And 24/7 technical support will be available from the Snowflake team if required. And ecosystem side, if you see, there are many different connectors also available. I can connect with the Tableau or Power BI, or I can connect with like Matillion, or I can connect with Python. So there are Spark, many connectors are already available. So you can simply go and use that particular connector and access Snowflake data from their environment. I want to access the Snowflake data from Power BI, I can do that. Very easy. That is how Snowflake is like allowing the customers to easily integrate with other tools as well. And unique Snowflake features also you have to understand. So unique means Snowflake allow like a JSON format. So JSON is one of the semi-structured format where most of the times you need to convert that into structured format and access that. So semi-structured means it will be something like key and value. The JSON data will looks like something like that. How many people know about JSON format here? Anybody?
I am little bit aware.
Okay. How about
I am
others?
also a little bit aware only.
Okay. So JSON format will look like something like this, right? Let me show you. I'll be available here. This is a JSON file, whatever you can see. I'm just opening that. It looks like this. So just like you can call it as a Python dictionary. Key and value will be there. Key and value. So this kind of data, what all I want to load, I need to convert that into rows and columns now. And then only we need to load into the table. But in Snowflake, right, Snowflake allows us to convert this through some functions available in Snowflake, and immediately I can load directly, I can load into the Snowflake table. It's very easy to maintain and load this kind of data in Snowflake, but it is very not easy in other databases. So without transforming it, I can directly load, and I can later I can transform also. That is the flexibility of Snowflake. And apart from this, we also have like features like cloning. So cloning is one of the very unique feature available only in Snowflake, where assume that I want to create the development and test environment from production database as a copy. I can easily create it without additional storage cost. In normal traditional databases, if I ask you a question, assume that I have a production database of 1 terabyte. If at all I want to create a development and testing databases, it should additionally cost me 2 terabytes, and then total I need to pay for 3 terabytes, right? Yes or no? Do people agree?
Yes.
But here in Snowflake, the cloning is one of the feature that will help you to save your money. So if I want to create a development and testing environments, right, I can easily create, and there will be no any storage will be consumed for that, and it will be zero. You need to pay for only production database. You do not need to pay for development testing storage environments, because Snowflake will maintain such a way. Cloning will help you to maintain the data like that. You do not need to pay for other environments, because it will not only consume also. And another feature, time travel. So time travel is basically a feature available only in Snowflake, where you can go and restore the accidentally deleted data. I'll ask one more question. Assume that you are working in Oracle or any other database, and accidentally you deleted some data. Maybe out of 1 billion rows, you deleted like maybe near to like 50,000 rows. That to accidentally you deleted, and you committed and you saved it also. Can we restore that back in Oracle or SQL Server once you
No,
no, you
no,
cannot.
there is no feature. Yeah.
No option. Provided if you have a backup, and you need to depend upon DBA, and that is very tedious process. What if that data is sensitive data? Customer is very particular about, assume that customer is very particular about sensitive data, and you actually deleted it. So in such scenarios, you need not be panic if you are using Snowflake. So Snowflake allows you to restore your deleted or updated data, even it is permanently deleted. There is no any permanent deletion concept in Snowflake. They will keep your data in that environment for up to maximum 90 days. Not only 90 days, more than that, but you will have a control up to 90 days. You can go back and restore that. That is where time travel will come into picture. You can travel back. Maybe assume that 2 weeks back I deleted. So I exactly assume that I don't remember the date also. I can go back to 2 weeks, and I can restore whatever I deleted. And I can even restore the table which is dropped in Snowflake by using a undrop command. Even my table is of 1 billion or 10 billion rows. Within seconds, I can restore it. That is the flexibility of Snowflake. Time travel is one of the very unique feature available to restore the data. And query caching is another important feature, where you can reduce some of your cost by using query caching, because Snowflake will store your query results up to 24 hours in the cache. And when your data is available in the cache, you do not need to consume any credits in Snowflake, and do not need to pay anything for that particular query execution. Only you need to pay if your query is regenerated, re-executed. and the query plan has changed. When you are using query cache, there will be no query plan generated for that query cache because the results are already available. So that will save so much amount of your money as well. With respect to like Snowflake cost optimization, query caching will help you, cloning will help you to reduce your money, like reduce your cost. I mean, and backups of Snowflake environment will be automatically taken care by the Snowflake team in the AWS environment. And the data sharing is another important feature where we can go and share your data with other Snowflake accounts. Assume that I have my account and I have some sensitive data, and suddenly one of my teammate asked me to share it, or my client asked me to share it, then I can use secure data sharing. Maybe I want to share with Ramesh, I can share it, or Mahesh, I can share it. But I need to know their Snowflake account details. Once they provide me that, I can share it, and they can access my table, but only read only. They cannot do any changes. And auto scaling is another feature where Snowflake will automatically do the horizontal scaling, and where you can go and increase the warehouse size, and it also add additional clusters if it required automatically. And a centralized data store where you will have the consolidated data in one single environment, and we can use that by many different people. And all upgrades will be happened, weekly system updates will happen with zero downtime. Security wise, your data will be automatically encrypted by default. We do not need to mention anything. And most of these things are unique features. And at high level, we can say Snowflake is pure elastic, and we can consume the resources whenever you want, and we can release them automatically. They will be released, and you need to go and use some of the important features that will reduce your cost.